Alright everybody, welcome to a special milestone in doing my backlog. We are at number 250 today, and we are doing something a little different. We are playing Kirby's Adventure, not for the NES, but for the, if I can get it right here, you see it right here? This is actually the, I'm holding it upside down obviously, the Famicom Classic. The Famicom obviously is the Japanese version of the NES that we're so accustomed to here in the US. So obviously the game, and all these games are in Japanese. But let's go ahead and get started with Kirby. The only problem I think I'll have is with the controller, which, you see how small it is? Here it is compared to my hand. It's freaking small. Actually, let's compare it to a Super Nintendo controller. See what I mean? Alright, anyway, on with Kirby. See, all in Japanese. Okay. Hopefully that means new game. It does. Level 1, Vegetable Valley. Now, if I remember correctly, there should be a secret entrance to a... right there. This obviously is my favorite power-up in the game, the UFO, because you can do the beam, the laser, the star, or charge up the max and get a, full blast. You can just fly right over everything. Gotcha. And the goal of this is obviously to get as high as you can. If you can get all the way to the top, you'll get an extra life. Speaking of extra lives, the crane game, where you try and get, Kirby dolls that award you with extra lives. The bigger the doll, the more the lives. Alright, here we go. Alright, 4 extra lives right off the bat. Let's use that for ammo. Get that? One more hit ought to do it. Come on. The crash obliterates all the enemies on the screen, but I can only do one time. So let's do it now. Okay, that's different than the American version. I think there's a hidden door right here. Yep. If you're wondering why I picked Kirby's Adventure for number 250, well, obviously I want to do something that I could, play over in installments and I could actually beat. And Kirby's Adventure was actually the first game I ever played and beat without using any cheat codes or Game Genie, if you're old enough to remember that. So let's go ahead and continue with the game. Jesus, that was close. Whee! Oh well, can't be flawed. I don't know why the fireball doesn't work underwater, but it doesn't. Ooh, so close. And these are museums that, if you want to, you can have some kind of enemy that you can use to swallow and gain their powers. And they don't, you can use them as many times as you want. But since I think we're kind of good right now, let's blast the controller. Come on. Whoops, forgot I'm using the fire breath. Whew. And that's the freeze. You can freeze enemies and use them as projectiles. I mean, you don't have to use them as projectiles, they'll just go away like that. And as far as I can tell, as long as you're, you're using your freeze ability, you cannot be harmed. course, at the same time, you can't move. And that's invincibility. All right, 4 levels in, and we're all set for the boss. And with the freeze ability, the first boss is such a friggin' walk in the park. Allow me to demonstrate. You gotta keep hitting this tree over and over again. All you gotta do is push and hold that down. And there we go. We got a piece of the star rod.